At BILSTER BERG, Rendezvous with the Class 1 Mercedes from the penultimate DTM year of 1994. They were perhaps the most beautiful and spectacular racing touring cars of their era. But they only lived on for 4 summers, technically too complex, too expensive, with a season budget of 100 million Deutschmarks, and from 1995 on, with the last year of the DTM, the German Touring Car Championship, it got out of hand. What remained were the high-tech pieces of art that still fascinate today. This also applies to the C-Class from AMG-Mercedes-Benz, with works driver Roland Asch drove to 4 second places and a 6th place in the DTM Championship in 1994. In 1995, Bernd Mayländer from Schorndorf took over the repainted year-old car. At BILSTER BERG, the completely overhauled original vehicle with a fresh drivetrain was put back into service. Not for too long, after all. The rare and recently refurbished item should remain as good as new for as long as possible. We caught it anyway and documented extremely rare impressions. Extremely rare just because the C-Class, which was specified in 1994 with a unit price of 750,000 Deutschmarks, is a veritable small series example. The number of units produced per DTM season remained in single digits. The technology was more than outstanding. Key aspect: the 2.5-liter V6 engine with an initial 430 bhp, which was achieved at speeds in excess of 11,000 rpm. The Class 1 regulations introduced for the 1993 season stipulated that the engine had to be at least derived from a production unit, which does not mean that mass production technology was actually used. On the contrary, the 6-cylinder engine made of cast light metal was a thoroughbred racing engine at the level of Formula 1 at the time. A voluminous airbox was enthroned above the 6 intake funnels, applied with fresh air through a particularly high floor area in front of the windscreen. In general, the flow of the driving wind, the aerodynamics, played an increasingly important role. And then the acoustics. The sound of the high-revving racing touring car, the last of its kind on a sheet steel body shell, towers all over the scenery.